The 1960s, a decade where automotive engineering reached heights never seen before, when American muscle met European precision and speed became the ultimate obsession. These weren't just cars, they were statements of raw power, engineering excellence, and pure adrenaline. Today, we're counting down the 10 fastest production cars from one of the most legendary decades in automotive history. Cars that could break speed records and leave everything else in the dust. Number 10. 1964 Pontiac GTO. This is where it all began. The GTO essentially created the muscle car segment and changed American automotive culture forever. When Pontiac dropped a 389 cubic inch V8 into the mid-sized Tempest Le Mans, they created something the market had never seen before. Under the hood, the GTO came standard with a 325 horsepower V8 engine, but the real game changer was the optional tri-power carburation system, which boosted output to 348 horsepower. This beast could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6.6 seconds and tear through the quarter mile in 14.5 seconds at 99 miles per hour. The GTO featured a 4-speed manual transmission with a Hurst shifter and a limited slip differential. With a top speed of approximately 115 miles per hour, the GTO proved that affordable performance was possible. Number 9. 1968 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 KR. The KR stood for King of the Road, and for good reason. This was Carroll Shelby's ultimate vision of what a Mustang could be. Ford introduced the Cobra Jet 428 engine specifically for this model, and it transformed the GT500 into a straight-line monster. The 428 Cobra Jet V8 was officially rated at 335 horsepower, but this was a gross understatement. Industry experts estimated the actual output was closer to 400 horsepower. The KR could blast from 0 to 60 in approximately 6.5 seconds and complete the quarter mile in 13.5 seconds. What made this car special wasn't just the power, it was the complete package. The GT500 KR featured improved suspension, power-assisted front disc brakes, and Shelby's signature aggressive styling with functional hood scoops and side exhausts. The car's top speed reached around 132 miles per hour. Number 8. 1969 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Talk about rare! Only 69 of these machines were ever built, making the ZL1 one of the most exclusive muscle cars of the decade. But rarity aside, this Camaro was built for one purpose: domination at the drag strip. The heart of the ZL1 was an all-aluminum 427 cubic inch big block V8. Official horsepower? 430. Real-world output? Estimated at well over 500 horsepower. This engine was so advanced that it was essentially a detuned race engine for the street. Because of the aluminum construction, the ZL1 engine weighed about 100 pounds less than an iron block 427, which dramatically improved the Camaro's weight distribution and handling. The result? 0 to 60 times around 5.3 seconds and quarter mile times in the low 13-second range at over 110 miles per hour. Top speed was estimated at 125 miles per hour, though these cars were really built for acceleration rather than top-end speed. Number 7. 1969 Dodge Charger RT 440. The RT package came standard with the 440 Magnum V8, displacing 7.2 liters and producing 375 horsepower with 480 pound-feet of torque. This engine was known for delivering massive low-end torque, making it perfect for street driving and stoplight battles. The Charger RT could accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 5.3 seconds with the 4-speed manual transmission and complete the quarter mile in approximately 14 seconds. Top speed was rated at 132 miles per hour. The RT featured heavy-duty suspension, wider tires, and powerful drum brakes, though front disc brakes were available as an option. Inside, drivers enjoyed bucket seats, a 3-spoke steering wheel, and the Rally instrument cluster. The 440 Magnum was considered by many to be nearly as quick as the legendary 426 Hemi, but more reliable and easier to maintain for everyday driving. This was muscle car perfection. Beautiful, powerful, and actually usable. Number 6. 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner 426 Hemi. Plymouth created the Roadrunner with a simple philosophy: maximum performance at minimum cost. Strip away all the luxury, add a monster engine, and price it so the average person could afford it. The result? An instant classic. When equipped with the optional 426 Hemi V8, the Roadrunner became a true predator. The Hemi produced 425 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque. This wasn't just an engine, it was a legend. The 426 Hemi featured hemispherical combustion chambers, dual 4-barrel carburetors, and race-proven engineering. With the Hemi under the hood, the Roadrunner could hit 60 miles per hour in approximately 5.3 seconds and tear through the quarter mile in 13.5 seconds at 105 miles per hour. Top speed exceeded 140 miles per hour. The genius of the Roadrunner was its value proposition. While other muscle cars loaded on luxury features, Plymouth kept it simple: vinyl bench seat, basic interior, and all the money went into performance. Number 5. 1966 Lamborghini Miura. Now we're entering exotic territory. The Miura changed everything we thought we knew about sports car design. It was the first production car with a mid-mounted V12 engine, a layout that would become the standard for supercars for decades to come. Designed by Marcello Gandini at Bertone, the Miura was absolutely stunning. Those sleek, flowing lines and pop-up headlights created one of the most beautiful automotive shapes ever conceived. But this wasn't just about looks. The Miura's 3.9-liter V12 engine produced 350 horsepower, mounted transversely behind the driver. This created near-perfect weight distribution and handling characteristics that were revolutionary for the time. 0 to 60 came in approximately 6.7 seconds with a top speed of 171 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest production cars in the world. The Miura featured independent suspension on all 4 corners, rack and pinion steering, and 4-wheel disc brakes. Number 4. 1968 Chevrolet Corvette L88. The L88 package centered around a 426 cubic inch V8 that was officially rated at 430 horsepower. But that was pure fiction. Real-world dyno tests showed the L88 produced somewhere between 540 and 560 horsepower. Chevrolet deliberately underrated the engine to discourage casual buyers and avoid insurance problems. This engine featured an ultra-high 12.5:1 compression ratio, aluminum cylinder heads, a massive Holley 4-barrel carburetor, and a radical solid lifter camshaft. It required 103-octane racing fuel and was temperamental in traffic. This was a race engine, period. Performance? 0 to 60 in approximately 4.0 seconds. Quarter-mile times in the low 12-second range at 118 miles per hour. Top speed? Over 170 miles per hour. Number 3. 1967 Shelby Cobra 427. The standard Cobra 427 produced 425 horsepower, but the semi-competition version, the 427 SC, was tuned to 485 horsepower. And remember, this engine sat at a car that weighed only 2,400 pounds. The power-to-weight ratio was absolutely insane for the 1960s. The Cobra 427 could hit 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds, faster than almost anything on Earth at the time. Quarter-mile times came in at 12.2 seconds at 118 miles per hour. Top speed for the standard 427 was 164 miles per hour, while the SC variant could reach 185 miles per hour. The Cobra featured a strengthened chassis with 4-inch main tubes, coil spring suspension, and massively wide tires to handle all that power. The driving experience was raw and visceral. No power steering, no real sound insulation, just you, the engine, and the road. Between 1965 and 1967, Shelby built only 348 Cobra 427s. Today, they're among the most valuable American cars in existence. The Cobra 427 proved that sometimes simple brutality is the best approach. Number 2. 1967 Ford GT40 Mark III. The GT40 Mark III was the street version, and even detuned for road use, it was absolutely devastating. The mid-mounted 289 cubic inch V8 produced 306 horsepower, mounted in a chassis that weighed only 2,200 pounds. 0 to 60 came in approximately 5.3 seconds, but the real story was top speed. The GT40 could reach 164 miles per hour, and in race trim, it hit over 200 miles per hour on the Mulsanne Straight at Le Mans. The GT40 featured groundbreaking aerodynamics, independent suspension on all corners, and a sophisticated racing chassis that made it handle like nothing else on the road. Number 1. 1968 Ferrari 365 GTB4 Daytona. When tested by Autocar magazine in the UK, the Ferrari Daytona achieved a verified top speed of 174 miles per hour. That made it the fastest production car of the entire decade. This wasn't just fast, this was the pinnacle of 1960s automotive engineering. The Daytona was powered by a 4.4-liter V12 engine producing 352 horsepower at 7,500 RPM. That might not sound earth-shattering today, but in a car weighing only 2,645 pounds with near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution, it was devastating. 0 to 60 came in approximately 5.4 seconds. The quarter mile passed in 13.7 seconds at 104 miles per hour. But again, the top speed was the real story.